Hi Gemini, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, this week we're going to look at your energy and energy outside of you and what these two energies are creating. So I call that my energy check-in reading. And I'm going to use the Lace of Destiny Oracle card, Oracle deck. Wow, you have Phoenix here, which is really beautiful. Slowness, Phoenix. A slow rise through the tree of life. Oh wait, no. No, rainbow. Rainbow is where we stop in reverse, but I just see this. It's like a tree, the tree of life. So the snail and the phoenix, how beautiful is that? It's almost like this, you know, when you see things that are kind of at regular speed, that could be like something fast, like the flight of a bird, and then at a slow down, and you take a minute and you see how profound every single nuance of that frame is. That's kind of like that. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to use that deck, and then I'm going to use the Wizard's Tarot. Wow, an end and a slow rise out of the ashes. Symbolic, Gemini. All right, let's get into it, Gem. All right, your energy outside of you, and what these two energies are creating with the Lace of Destiny. Gemini. You have chaos. That's interesting. That's the same card I think that Aries had. This chaos energy, this intensity. Either like there's things going on around you that are chaotic. You know, you have a very different energy with this one. Wow. This is really profound. This is, okay, so how this is showing up to me for you in this reading. I want you to kind of look at the card. Look at the card. And what I'm seeing in that is it's almost like this. Like accepting some sort of chaos. Like why? I don't know. But it's almost like you have some sort of ability here to take it and transmute it. Transform it. Alchemize it. I don't know. Like at first I wanted to say, you feel like, you know, the center of the storm, the eye of the storm. Obviously the calmest spot, like in a tornado or hurricane, there it is. It's the spot right in the middle. But it kind of goes beyond that. It's almost like you draw, I don't know if you're intentionally doing that or you're just doing that, but you're kind of absorbing chaos and alchemizing it. So the energy outside of you, laziness. Somebody's lazy. Somebody's lazy. Okay. Now I'm going to get practical here. It's getting all spiritual and shit. But this is almost like you got a lot going on and then somebody around you couldn't be bothered. Let's call a spade, my friends. So what are these two energies creating? What are your two energies creating? Stability. Okay. Chaos and laziness create stability. I don't know. I just want to say that it feels like there might be someone, maybe that's Gemini, who is taking on a little more than someone else to produce stability. Okay. I don't know. Your underlying. Anything else with that? Yeah. Okay. Vacation. B. Dog. Gemini. Okay, a vacation. Now, but something changes here. You know, the vacation, right? Like taking some sort of time out, relaxing, resting. But then the bee, and I really get, this bee comes in different to me than, like, let's say my energy oracle deck that has the bee. No, not my energy oracle deck. My wild unknown animal spirit. This one has really got a feeling of collective energy, like working for the hive, which, right? It's funny because vacation is like when you kind of do things for yourself in your own timing, you relax. Well, maybe you don't, maybe you go on little adventures, but whatever it is, it's more like kind of for yourself, for your own well-being. But then the bee really speaks to me as kind of working in the collective energy, working for the collective, working with the collective, the hive, right? The hive mind. But then dog and you. Dog and you. Dog is a companion. Dog is one of the familiars. Dog is loyalty. Now, okay, so you maybe have taken a break from something and you have a form of loyalty towards a hive. And the hive could be like some sort of collective that you resonate with, right? Like you're all doing the same thing for the same reason. And you believe in it. It's like it's programmed into you. And I know, I want to say like kind of like, it's not like patriarchal stuff at all. It's not. It is actually the complete opposite because the bee is such a feminine energy. And I mean, 99% of bees and wasps in the colony are actually female. So there is like, so when I say feminine, like it is sort of, it's what you do nurtures the things around you, right? And that's what bees do. I mean, they benefit from the work that they do, but the work that they do also provides a huge benefit to everything outside of them. Is this your vacation even? But then the dog, you see, the dog is the other thing where the dogs love everything they do. Well, yeah, when you talk about work, like you see dogs that work for a living, right? That, you know, sniffer dogs and bomb dogs and rescue dogs, they love it. They're, and I guess in a sense too, because a lot of those dogs have been chosen, bred and or chosen based on an ability that they have, that they're keen with, and they're excited to use that. And is this you? This is Gemini. That's interesting. Interesting underline. I need tarot because, okay, you are chaos, but it's like you absorb it and you transform it. Someone or something outside you is lazy, but now if we look at why is it lazy, think about the panda. If we think about the panda bear, they're evolving in a really odd way. They're eating like bamboo, which doesn't provide much nutrients, and you need a whole shitload of it, and it takes a lot of work to digest it. It is really weird. I mean, it really is weird, right? So it's not efficient. It really is not efficient. But because it takes so much effort to digest such large amounts of that food to get such a small amount of nutrients out of it, they gotta not do much else but that. So I want to say whatever this laziness is here, there's a reason for it. There's a biological reason for it, maybe even. This could be somebody who could be going through something. Maybe they have low iron or blood sugar. Other things, I just heard platelets. I don't even know. I just heard it. I have no medical background at all. Needles and knives scare me. It's funny, actually it really does. When I hurt my stomach, when I was riding my bike and I landed on the handlebars, and the hematoma was almost gone, the bruising's almost gone, but I did go into the ER. And then I was going around different places because they had ultrasound here and then this there and then that. And then I sat down in this chair. I was just supposed to sit down in this chair. I'm like, okay. And this girl comes up to me and she starts tying this thing around my arm. And I said to her, are you going to take blood? And she said, yeah. I said, I wasn't prepared for that. She said, oh, you going to be okay with it? I said, probably not, but I'm going to look away. I think doctors and nurses are so brave. People that give blood, they're really brave. Okay. Gemini. You are the Page of Swords. Oh, my glasses are here. That's great. I thought I left them in the other room. No, okay, it is the Page of Swords. The Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Well, you're hiding, so you're watching, you're sneaky hiding some plan here. I don't know what you're doing. Like, you're absorbing chaos. Is that tiring? Like, what is it that you're doing? You're hiding some sort of knowledge. This is going to be, your reading's going to be really esoteric, okay? If you were I'm going to dive into it every once in a while, like I did a little bit there about this laziness over here. I might dive into like practical once in a while, but I'm just going to give you a disclaimer right now. It's going to be a very kind of spiritual, esoteric reading. So now you got the laziness over here. Wow, the Tower. Okay, something gone on. Something is like, right? There's a reason. Wow, the Lovers and the Moon. Ooh, what is this? This is all major arcana. Is someone being lazy about the relationship with you? We've dipped out of the air. It's funny. You are like this really, every time I go into your energy, I'm really picking up like a very esoteric, spiritual based reading. And then I go over here, I'm like, is the person being lazy? What are they doing? What's going on over here? Okay, whatever this is, they are connected to you. I think they're very spiritually connected to you. Maybe they're being lazy. I don't know. But they got the Tower and the Moon. So I do kind of want to say there is good reason for it. There is good reason for it. You know, the way I described it as the panda. We look at them, aren't they lazy? But I mean, look what they're eating. That's what they chose to eat, though. It is what they chose to eat. And I think they've been doing that for like a few 100,000 years. So it's not like, you know, one of those things where man has destroyed the habitat. Well, although we do that. But kind of like they started making those choices before we interfered. Stability is what's being created here. Okay, the Death card, the Queen of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. Well, this is funny, because I don't know what either one of you are doing, and you may not even know. Like, I don't even know if this is an energy that you have some sort of spiritual connection to, and I don't know, maybe you haven't even bumped into it yet. But honestly, I mean, what's being created here is great. So whatever you're doing, you keep doing that, you know, as long as you can. You got the energy to do it. I guess it's part of a long-term plan that you have to absorb chaos. But I'm not going to lie, like you're doing it in a really sneaky way. The Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords, it's like watching. This could be associated with kind of keeping tabs on someone, watching, but very sneakily, very, very sneakily watching. It's a stable, long-term plan that you have here. Is this somebody outside of you that you care about? And maybe they just got, I don't know. Why laziness, though? I don't really feel like it's the right word. Because the Tower, the Lovers, and the Moon, I mean, there's something significant going on. Oh, that doesn't sound odd. Like, you know, sometimes a microphone will pick up wind, and it's like, what is that sound? It's just the wind blowing in the trees. There's something very significant going on for this energy over here. And it's out of their control. I mean, there's very, in a way, I would say very little they can do about it. Again, pandas eating bamboo. There's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of mysteries. They're dealing with like major collapses in life, perhaps as well with the Tower. But somehow, like you, again, like you're showing up in this reading. I want to say there's loyalty here too. You're loyal. You have loyalty. Your card has come out strongly twice in your own reading, but one says you're underlined, and obviously now over here is this other energy. So there is a rebirth, though. There is a rebirth taking place, and this rebirth will be quite stable. Again, right? So, I mean, whatever you're doing seems to be making a significant impact. But I honestly feel like you're doing something that's more spiritual here, energetic. You may be stepping in very practical at points in time here. Because there's a rebirth. This rebirth is centered around love, dreams, and fulfillment of wishes. The King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Clear mind, actions, thoughts. Yes, progression. Progression of the heart. There's a book that you're dropping coming down the staircase. Something about that feels significant to me. You know what? It has this feeling of someone who is carrying, you know what I'm seeing is someone, you know, if you've walked into a grocery store and you go in there, okay, and you kind of figure, all right, I know I'm coming here, I need to get croutons. Do that. I need to get croutons. But then before I know it, I realize, oh, I haven't had bananas in a while. Bananas. And I haven't had that in a while. And I have like an armload of all this shit. Like I should have brought in a cart. I didn't bring a bag. I didn't bring a reusable bag. And, you know, then you find you're just barely holding on to all of this. And then you get to the checkout. And it's sort of like one or two things drops onto the conveyor belt. And that's great. You can let it go. And it alleviates what you're holding. I know it's not a growth, but that's the way it feels. Like, you know, you walk into some sort of scenario or situation where you feel like there's only one thing that I really need to do here. But then once you get into it, whoa, there's a lot, right? Actually, this isn't like an armload of stuff coming in. Oh boy, there's a lot that I need to deal with here. But then, so I told you the grocery store thing because it's to try to bring that feeling in. It's not the example physically, but it's that feeling of, you know, and then if you had the bag of potatoes under your arm and you kind of drop it, that changes so much about how what it is that you're balancing now becomes easier, you know. So, but it's almost as if like walking through a library too and taking on all this. I don't know. It's almost like books. Could be books of magic, books of intention, books of mindfulness, to do something spiritually and energetically here. And then once you've absorbed everything you need to about that, literally the book drops away, but it's almost like it drops away and you think, oh, okay, that's great. Actually, I don't need that book anymore. And you just keep taking your steps, right? And again, just keep taking your steps here. You're progressing to something really great. I don't fully understand this energy outside of you, which is funny. It seems more practical than you, but you feel more understandable in this very esoteric spiritual energy that I'm reading. So let's look at this. Why is this energy outside of you lazy? Laziness. Maybe it's having digestive issues. No, it's truly laziness. Justice and the Six of Cups. Well, somebody from your past. Or you could, yeah. Or well, if I'm looking at it from their perspective, you're from their, I don't know. Justice and the Six of Cups. Person's waiting for something. It kind of feels like just waiting for something. Maybe waiting for something to change. Waiting for some sort of balance. And maybe it has to do with you, because it honestly does look like you're balancing a lot. Get your arms full here with chaos and books. You could even be studying, like maybe you're doing something here where you're studying something. The Tower, why did that get left behind? The Five of Wands, maybe there's conflict here, breaking down conflict. But the Tower, oh, the Five of Swords is cutting this Tower out. It's getting past the Tower. It's eliminating something that needs to be eliminated here. This person could be doing something. But lazy. Are they lazy? The Lovers, right? Maybe they've actually done something that was a lot of work, and now they're just taking a hot minute here. The Lovers, Judgment, the King of Cups, the Chariot, the Six of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Moon. Okay. Yeah, this person is connected to you. They're connected. Well, I don't want to say. Actually, I don't want to say. I do want to say, but maybe I'm supposed to say I don't want to say. I feel like Spirit just sticks words out my mouth sometimes, channels it. But what I want to say is I feel like this person is at least connected to you in like a new beginning here. Right? What did we start off with? The snail and the phoenix. It is this slow motion rebirth. The King of Cups, right? We got the Queen of Cups here, which would go, those two would go really nice together. It would create a stable emotional connection. The Chariot, let's take this emotion and move it successfully with the Six of Wands. The Seven of Swords and the Knight of Wands and the Moon. There is a hidden intent here. But you seem to have hidden intent. Right? Well, they have the Moon, so they may not know your intent or your intentions. I don't know you're connected, but even if this is just an energetic connection, it is doing something here that's going to fulfill some dreams and wishes. The Moon. The Three of Wands. The Eight of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Well, they're trying to, you know what? I feel like this person is trying to bring you in and they don't know how to do it. It's almost like this person can't see you. They're trying to bring in something that they can't see. And that feels like you to me. And they keep coming up with ways to do it. Where they think about it. Planning. Well, you have a plan now. What are you up to? All right. Chaos. What are you up to? Chaos. Whoa, what are you doing? Ooh, you are the Tower. What are you dismantling? You're dismantling something. Or maybe you cut this person out because they're lazy as shit. Maybe. I don't know, because the Tower says cutting out, honey. Cutting that out. Ooh. Yeah. You are the unexpected case. I said that with Aries, but it was different. They were having a different effect. You're having kind of like a effect on someone. Chaos in the Tower. You are the dramatic change. You may have cut someone out here and you're like, you were keenly aware and very protective of maybe your plan. So now this is interesting how this starts to come together. Yeah, I think you cut them out because they're lazy. It might not be their fault though, but it could be their biology. And if that doesn't agree with you, disagree with you. The Page of Swords. What is going on here? The Lovers. What is this game of coy toy? The Hanged Man and the High Priestess. Lazy balance. Now, so the thing that's going on here for me with this is I feel like you could be pursuing your own dreams and sort of divine offerings, right? Like your divine choices with the Lovers. I don't know that it's this person. I was just going to say that. And well, either way, you know, you just, honestly, it's one of those readings where because what's being produced is so great, just keep doing what you're doing. None of us even need to understand. You just keep doing what you're doing because it's going to be a good outcome. But I'm kind of wondering if this is a different outcome. Like if these are two energies that maybe just don't work together, and you made the decision though to cut it out, to move in a different direction, and you may not have been, I don't know, with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Swords, you may not have really said why. You've got some kind of a plan here, or maybe you're like, nobody's business. I don't know. And this energy is certainly kind of wondering, they're trying to, I want to say, they're almost like wondering where you went. Because they're, with the Moon and this Three of Wands and Eight of Swords, I don't know. I was trying to like, where'd they go? It's like trying to bring this in, but I don't see it. There's no sign of it. Maybe I need to do a different plan here. So use Seven of Swords. And I do want to say too, with the Page of Swords, the Lovers, the Hanged Man, and the High Priestess, you're letting the universe kind of show you. You show me my divine choices. Don't let anybody tell me what my divine choice is either. Could be right. The Queen of Swords and the Page of Wands. You're hiding clear communication. So you're not communicating. And the Knight of Pentacles. You're doing your thing. The Knight of Cups. The Ten of Swords. The Page of Cups. I feel like you're trying to make a new plan for yourself. It looks, honestly, it looks like if you had sort of intentions towards this person, it looks like that's over with the Ten of Swords. Like if you had, you know, if you wanted to build something emotionally with this person, that's over with the Ten of Swords. And the Page of Cups, to me, it almost, I mean, it just kind of feels like it's trying to paint a new picture here. Trying to paint a new picture of your life, but you're using like a really kind of common sense, steadfast plan in that. But your communication is very withdrawn, and it's kind of too, I would say, you know, if you had any sort of communication with this energy outside of you, and I'm not sure if you do, but even if you did, I feel like it would be very minimal. You know, like this energy might share something, like a paragraph of their day with you, you know, if it was like a text message or something. And then you would go, oh, that's great. You know, like there wouldn't be much else there with the Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Page of Wands. You're just like, so stability is what's being created here though. The Nine of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So I think it almost feels like something that is in desperate need of stability. With that Nine of Wands, like stability is maybe something that has not been possible for quite some time in whatever this connection is, or maybe it's just in their life or your life. But it's a beginner mind. It's time for like a new approach here. The Death card. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. This is producing something really good. I want to say for you, it's your reading, right? And that takes us into the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. The Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Can you see the Nine of Cups? The Queen of Cups, again, the Three of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Is somebody dreaming of a menage? What is it? A menage a trois? Oh, seems odd. No, somebody, there's a third party energy here that I haven't picked up at all yet in this reading, but it's all of a sudden here. There is some sort of a third party energy. It's pretty hard to avoid that. With the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups together, I just feel like, oh, wait a second. It doesn't have to be another person. It's like, honestly, I want to say like probably 90% of the time, it's not another person. It could be, well, it could be a group of people. It's just whatever it is, but there's something going on here. Trying to rectify some sort of path, but you had to destroy a path to find a new path to something here. You've had to destroy a path to reclaim a path and take a new approach. And I kind of want to say that somebody wasn't understood in their emotions or how they were expressing their emotions. And then the other party, I'm just saying it that way because I don't know who it is because it sits in the middle. Then the other party would have become kind of like defensive or guarded. And so then the dream and the wish here is about trying to fulfill something that was not fulfillable. That's what I see. This is a really complicated reading, honestly, actually, you know. I'm just saying. So the Devil and the King of Pentacles. This could be like some sort of toxic relationship, some sort of toxic position, unhealthy habits. Could be unhealthy eating and drinking habits. Something about eating here. Isn't that funny? That came up 3 times. Well, I say 3 times because the Devil's holding an ice cream cone and the King of Pentacles is holding the cake. And what do we talk about with the pandas? Their whole problem with laziness is the food they chose to eat. So something about consumption. There's something about consumption here becomes the toxicity. And what we consume. Think about all the ways that we consume. We consume via environments that we submerge ourselves into as well. So this is honestly like one of those readings, Gemini, where it's not, you guys seem pretty cool with it though. It's not a straight path. There's a lot of spiritual symbolism in this reading. And that's what I have. I just sitting, yeah, that's what I have with it. I mean, I'm going to go do the extended. So what I do in the extended this week, I'm going to continue to use the Lace of Destiny Oracle deck. I'm going to put the underlying cards back in, reshuffle them. I have a new tarot deck though, so I'm playing with a full deck of cards. And we're going to just continue to pull cards out. And I want to see how like these energies kind of transform moving forward. Your energy, the energy outside of you, and what these 2 energies are creating. And there you go. Thank you so much, Gemini. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.